Hello Musto0063 back for part 21 of Celeste. Hopefully the final part of this Let's Play. So last time, part 20, we got through 2 more sections of Chapter 9 Farewell, including my absolute favourite one of the whole bunch, the one with the bird and Badline kind of teaming up and everything like that. It's just, I love that section so much. I think it's called Reconciliation, I think it was called. So yeah, my absolute favourite in the chapter, without a doubt. Got a little bit of an intro, I guess, to this part, but basically what I'm going to do is scroll the screen along while I'm giving the intro, because it's quite a long scrolling section here. I'm not really going to talk about what's going on here for the moment. We'll see it as we kind of play through. But yeah, this is we're pretty much at the end. We have got this is effectively the final screen. I will be doing something else after it, though, or at least I'll be trying to, because there is actually an achievement and a collectible that I haven't actually got at all yet. I'll scroll back as well while I finish this train of thought. That I thought, well, you know, once is probably enough for that. So I didn't get it when I first played it through. I still haven't got it yet. So hopefully we're going to get it now. But yeah, what I'm going to do is going to clear the level normally for the first time. So we'd like to see what the death count is and such like that. And then once that's done, we'll go back and then we'll try and get the collectible and the alternate route. So yeah, let's press on, shall we? So we're going to grab the parachute jellyfish. We're trying to get flung over there. We're going to miss throwing the thing high enough. So unfortunately the thing disappears. Lovely. I didn't. Unfortunately, Blair. This is what's going. You know, and I know, and I'm almost guaranteed that the beginning bit of this is what's going to cause me like the most trouble, the most deaths, the most problem I'm going to have. Are going to be at the beginning here. But yeah, I need to hit that. Yeah, I need to go above obviously the swirling light so that the parachute doesn't disappear. I'm going on that, throw it over there. Battling thrusters over there. I'm going to spring up there. Hopefully we're going to hit that thing into the spring there. That was a little bit rubbish. I was going to be a bit cuter there and a bit more less judgmental with how poor that was. But you know what? After the death, I was kind of like, yeah, you know what? That's just absolutely rubbish. So yeah, we'll try and do that again. Oh God, really? Well, it's absolutely impossible to do now, unfortunately. I mean, you can get a fair way through, to be honest, like that far. But unfortunately, yeah, you're gonna need the jellyfish parachute a lot longer than I left it on screen there. So yeah, let's not be too cute. What I was doing there was sort of pressing down there to kind of speed up that section, but again, it's really unnecessary, frankly, to do that. So yeah, I don't really know why. I'm going to actually delay that a little bit. So this time, I ain't going to get hit. Oh no, I'm not going to get hit by electricity. I was expecting to get hit by electricity there. That was kind of nice. But yeah, did that also? Oh no! Oh my goodness me! I thought I messed that up. And I need to grab the bloody dash refresher because I haven't got a dash. I haven't got it back. That was really, really dumb. Obviously, to just collect the dash refresher and not drop the jellyfish, thinking I already had a dash, and then proceed. Oh, that was awful. So yeah, I'm a bit nervous about this section now because I didn't clear this how I wanted to. I don't think I did. That was awful, and I got flung absolutely nowhere by Badline there. That was really, really weird. I don't know why I didn't go barely any distance at all there. I'm pleased that the actual beginning bit seems to be going, famous last words, better than I sort of expected. It's now this sort of bit here this bit after this that's causing me problems. Sorry, it's the oh wow, that's awful. That's okay. It's the bird, not Badline. My apologies, Badline. There was nothing that you were doing wrong. It was the damn bird that messed me up before. But frankly, it seems to be me that's messing up a lot more now than the bird being silly. Yeah, this bit here, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to hang about. I'm going to go a little bit quicker. And then, yeah, we're going to do, something like that. But again, I'm obviously still, unfortunately, going way too high there, which is my worry on that section there. So I either want to, again, wait until I'm lower and then dash vertically upwards, or try and dash diagonally into it. I also want to not accidentally turn around and shoot or throw the jellyfish in the complete wrong direction. That is not going to help anybody. Except maybe the jellyfish, but even then. Oh, wow, are you kidding? I guess I was also going to say that I was going to possibly. I mean, we'll see how it goes, I suppose. But like possibly try and clear, obviously, clearing this screen twice, because I did want to sort of show off at least the experience, the full experience of trying to get the secret. Okay, let's go a lot lower, and still awful. Okay, we're going to abandon trying to dash vertically into that because I'm just getting way too much height into it. So we're going to try and backtrack to the. I got flung ridiculously quick there, just wasn't counting on that at all. Just went absolutely flying into flying into the electricity there. There was no idea why I seemingly went a lot quicker than what I was expecting. Anyway, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Based on how this is going, although funnily enough, as I say, once I get to like what feels like the midpoint of this section, I feel like it's a lot easier after that point in time. It is the first sort of certainly half of this whole long screen or section or whatever that feels the most difficult to me. That's not really what I wanted to do, but I'll take it. That's not what I want to do at all, but yeah, we'll take it. Right, let's actually go into the dash refresher this time. And wind blowing us to the right. I'm a little bit nervous here, but we're okay. Cool. And in fact, we didn't get the dash refresher there, but we don't need it, because frankly, we're going to make it over to this section and have the wind carry us up anyway, so yay. So we're going to take this as I was going to say slowly, but I'm sort of rushing it for some unknown reason. But yeah, obviously just keep hold of the parachute. Don't let go on that. You've got a lot of room here, to be honest. I'm like so nervous because after I got to the point, frankly, where I thought, okay, where I believe it's considerably easier than the first bit. I'm actually not sure I died there ever when I actually did this for the first time. Possibly once on that using the parachute there, but that section there where I had the stars. I don't actually think I died there. I am absolutely gutted to have died there. Thank you for not diagonal dashing when I want you to. Oi. But yeah, that section there with the parachute where the wind is like slowly blowing you upwards is really easy, to be honest. It's the breather of like this whole section, really. You can just sort of almost take it completely at your own pace. That's bad. Oh, but I managed to get away with it again. I don't like that section now. All of a sudden, I'm not having fun. Oh no! And I've misremembered that I had to dash into the parachute. Yeah, I'm not having fun with the bit with when I've got to like manipulate the parachute with the spring. I'm just like not getting the timing right on that at all. And funnily enough, I feel like, to be honest, we're probably already at this point in time. I'm not going to do this screen or do this section twice. Obviously, I'm going to have to do it, but in terms of like showing the footage for that, at this point in time, probably not, unless it goes very, very well, very quickly. Let's say, we're not there yet. Actually, let's clear this bit first. That was a bit too slow, but again, I'll take it. Yeah, once we get to this bit, again, frankly, unless I am being like just way too cocky for my own good, or very nervous. Admittedly, I feel like my fingers are shaking on like the controller, and I feel very, very nervous at this point in time. But yeah, I shouldn't be making a mistake at this point in time. Good, we got past that. Yeah, the stars there are pretty easy to dodge, frankly. That was awful. So here you want to go up reasonably slowly. I'm not sort of slowing my ascent here by holding the down button or anything, but yes, obviously stay away from the fish. It's not. No! What? What? I did not let go of that button. I swear to God, I did not let go of that button. Why did the parachute fly away? I did not let go of the button. I absolutely swear by it. I did not let go of that button. I sort of paused there just to kind of almost like finish the story or what I wanted to say up to that point in time. But okay, we're not going to bother doing that. I'm not going to rest there again now because that was silly, and I don't want to risk what just happened there happening again. But what happened there, I don't think should have happened at all. I don't know why that happened. That was really, really, really bad and really dumb, and I don't believe what the game told me happened there. No. I did not let go of that of the button that is holding on to the parachute here. I did not. I'm so nervous on this whole section now. Look at that bit with the stars. As I say, it's super easy. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure I died to it on my first run through. It was like that easy. Admittedly, I'm not feeling nervous about it. I've actually still got a dash here anyway. Not that I need it, but let's just forget about that platform there. Anyway, we're going to go up here. We're going to hopefully aim right and chuck that jellyfish over at the coin up there. I'm going to go down here. We're going to bounce off this. Going to get the feather, and we're going to fail to glide through pretty open areas and hit the electricity. Wonderful, fine, lovely. What is unfortunate about this? I mean, to be honest, I feel like this screen is actually, for the most part, kind of fun when you at least know what it is you're mostly trying to do. And you're probably not trying to record a let's play of it, where random things just keep going wrong for random reasons, and it's starting to get annoying. But what? Again, I don't know. That time it didn't let go of the parachute. I swear I let go of the button there, and it didn't let go of the parachute. That's really, really, really bizarre. I know what I'm saying doesn't sound like it could possibly be true, and maybe that one I'm getting that one, yeah, where I didn't release the parachute, something went wrong on my end. But the one where the parachute just flew away, I absolutely swear I didn't not let go of the button there. Anyway, what you're supposed to do here is chuck the parachute over to the right-hand side so that it bounces off the springs, and then you are supposed to dash vertically upwards twice so that you hit... That's not very good. Oh, blimey. So that you hit the spring on the wall. Oh my god, what? Again, I diagonal dashed there. I did not mean to, and I actually survived it. That was, yeah, very lucky. Again, messing up this bit horribly, although I'm managing to save it. The actual fact that I seem to have the wherewithal to sort of save myself on that bit is actually kind of incredible, because as I was sort of saying, well, and the thing let go. Again, I didn't let go of the button. I didn't let go of the button. I don't know what's going on here. This is really, really frustrating, because, don't get me wrong, I feel like I'm messing up left, right and centre on various bits and pieces, but I genuinely feel like at the moment the game is screwing me over with these parachute releases, or indeed not releases. More so the releases than not. But, what? I have both buttons held down that I need to. I guarantee it. That time it didn't release again. But wow, I managed to somehow save it. It did not release when I wanted it to. This is really, really bizarre. I mean, at this point in time in the game, however nervous I am, however of a sort of rubbish job it might look like I'm kind of doing, there again, are you kidding me? I'm actually almost of a mind to like reset and like, yeah, just to get the to get the game. What, just to reset? Because this I'm not releasing this button, or the button that will make the parachute fly away. Because there's no reason for me to. It's very hard to sort of the way I'm kind of doing it to sort of almost accidentally do it. Funnily enough, it's just bizarre. Anyway, I flew over that dash refresher there because the bit just before it went by really well there. So yeah, you can clearly do that bit without needing the dash refresher there. So yeah, since I could, I thought I might as well, since it will just hopefully make me less likely to twitch or less likely to do something stupid. Right, anyway, back here. As I say, if you are, which I am now, at all nervous or very nervous about this section, you could like press the down button to stop you going up quite so quickly. But as I say, you can definitely get through that section without it. I was slightly nervous there that I actually released that slightly too soon, and that the thing wasn't actually going to reach the bloody. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Reach the coin? Honestly, diagonal. There are so many things that I have to say about like diagonal dashing. Whether it's doing it when I don't want to, or not doing it when I do, it is just incredible. I mean, I feel like the control I've got now is better. It's definitely better than the one I played through, did the Let's Play of this on, and indeed cleared this chapter for the first time. But if I've got like a really decent controller now as well, I don't understand the frequency at which the diagonal dashing is a thing, or why it messes up both ways. As I say, not doing it when I want to and doing it when I don't. And at this point in time, I'm a complete nervous wreck. All my fingers are just literally shaking on the controller. I've got I can't do any like intricate movement. So that parachute, seriously, I guarantee you, I have died more times on that parachute section where the wind is blowing you up now than I think I did when I was first even playing this chapter and trying to clear out the screen, trying to clear out the screen without even necessarily knowing completely what was going on. The bit from here on is absolutely ludicrous. I'm pretty sure I didn't die this many times the first time I played it. This section is just turning into an absolute nightmare. And yeah, it really shouldn't. It is pretty straightforward. But I've got no sense of intricate movement. If there's any kind of tight gap I have to get through at the moment, I can't do it. My hands are literally just shaking on the controller. Right, so you don't have to be really high. You don't have to be like ridiculously close up to the. Forget that train of thought for the moment. Bloody hell! Are you kidding me? Wow, that was ridiculous there. Okay, let's just shut up and hopefully just concentrate on this bit. Okay, through there, pick that up. Bounce off there, through that, pick that up. I missed the dash refresher! Brilliant. We were about all of 2 seconds away from clearing that. We had a couple of little manoeuvres to pull off, and we would have been done. Yay. Well, I absolutely guarantee you now that I won't subject you to having to watch me clear this a second time. Absolutely guarantee you. As I say, I would have liked to have kind of like almost kind of shown that off, just to kind of get the full experience of what you need to do to get this end little secret kind of thing. But honestly, I feel like we'd either be going to another part, or I'd be keeping you around for the next 2 hours of your life. So no, we're not going to be doing that. Mind you, I think at the moment I've probably highlighted enough of the struggles on this screen. I admit that I don't think this is that bad at all. This is now going to turn into the most difficult screen, time-wise, of this chapter. I don't know whether I think that's actually accurate, funnily enough. I mean, definitely in length, but I would so have been hoping to have cleared this by now. So many, really, that's way too soon. Holy crumbs! I would have definitely hoped to have cleared this by now. We're approaching 20 minutes or so. So yeah, definitely longest screen in the game, even with that one absolute shocker of a screen I had. But yeah, I don't think this is worth. Once you know what you're doing, I don't think this is 20 minutes worth of worthy. Absolutely not. And so once I get to this bit where the parachute, where you're floating up with the parachute, I think this is. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, can be nervous, which I definitely am at this point in time. But I think once you get to this point, the worst of it's actually over. The most difficult bit of it, is the stuff at the beginning, I think. Again, when you know what you're doing. When you don't, obviously, you've got to clear this, a section like this, with no, obviously, you have to do such a long section over and over and over again. That can be kind of. Are you absolutely kidding me? Wow. Obviously, yeah, when you don't know what's coming and you've got to do a huge long section just to get back up to, like the end part of this. And obviously without knowing what's going to happen, what's coming, you're probably going to mess up and have to do a great big long section over and over again. But when you I'm using kind of by this point in time because it clearly doesn't look like I know what I'm doing. When you kind of know what you're doing, getting to the upward draft section, I think, is the most tricky bit of this whole screen. And I'm pleased to see that I seem to be actually doing the beginning bit with a lot more regularity now. But with the screen being so long, and when you mess up, particularly when you feel like you mess up horribly, it's very frustrating. And it sets you back a long way, and yet again the parachute fell threw away. And I want to say I'm absolutely adamant that I did not look at that. How is that? When was I even facing to the left? I'd have to go back. And again, there is something going on here. There is seriously something going on here, because that's insane. I could maybe explain away once, where I feel like, okay, fine, I might have just been a complete idiot, and again, it's not happening. I'm not going to say it's happening all the time, but the frequency that the parachute is getting thrown away makes me think something is just not quite right here, because I'm going to miss that. No, I got it. Okay. Please let this be it, because that was a tremendous save, because I messed that up horribly, but I managed to obviously just about clip the dash refresher there, and that obviously has got me back on track. But the parachute floating away, or the game thinking I'm releasing the parachute, is insane. I swear I'm not letting go of the button. What this is also doing is getting me extraordinarily pissed off on a screen that I actually think is pretty fun, for the most part, and again, the last part really of the game. Although, as I say, I'm going to try and do the extra thing, but the way this is going at the moment, anyone optimistic that I'm going to be actually able to do it? And yet again, we have a diagonal dash when I didn't want to. This is incredible. If we get to half an hour and I haven't done this, then I will just cut to a successful. I'll cut to a successful run or something. I haven't made a cut during the game yet at all, in terms of going through it. But I'm gonna. Oh my god! It's gonna fly away again. Honestly, I really should. Honestly, I feel like I should at this point in time pause the game, have it reset the thing, even come out of the game or something, because that's insane. That is insane. The number of times that the parachute has flown away on its own, which I don't believe is happening. As I said, once, even twice, I feel would be ridiculous, but. That's absolutely ludicrous. Feel like I'm like holding down the button now to a ridiculous extent. I'm going to give myself a mark on my finger or something. Oh my! What the hell? I don't even know what to say. I just wanted to go down there and just obviously stub my. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. What an absolute disastrous end to this Let's Play. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Don't have any words for this. The diagonal dashing, the movement, the intricate movements I just can't make at this point in time at all. I mean, that last one there, where I went diagonally downwards again. I would swear that would be a case of it actually. If I dashed, I would have diagonal dashed there when I didn't want to, because again, I would have. Again, that didn't release. That didn't release. I would have sworn that I was going to move down, but again, for some reason, I went diagonally down. This is ridiculous. I'm gutted. I'm gutted. This Let's Play is going to end this way, and this screen is going to end this way. But the controls, honestly, I like this controller considerably better than the one I was previously playing with. Not just this game, but just in general. But what the hell is going on here? This is worse. This is worse than the original controller I was using right now, because things are just happening that I swear that shouldn't be happening. Don't get me wrong, I still would have got frustrated I still would have been frustrated at the point where I got like the furthest and I just didn't grab the dash refresher and died there. But even if I pulled that off, but again, to have got that far and just to unfortunately have the dash refresher or not grabbed it right at the end there, we could have saved myself all this extra frustration, because yeah, this is ridiculous. The controls are just not doing me any favours whatsoever at this point in time. And there's so many other nervous points now. I'm nervous about the fish just before the feather, in that I've now, at least 3 times I think, exploded the fish, but jumped on it. So we're actually going to do that differently and not dash into it. The feather I'm nervous about, because I cannot with small movements control that. The spring section after that, which is child's play, and again I'm not even sure I died on that when I first did this. I messed up, and I'm nervous on that. Funnily enough, I'm not feeling nervous for the very last bit. Yes, I messed up on that, but I'm actually not feeling too nervous about that. But it's the bit with the parachute and the bit getting down to that now that's just been an absolute disaster. And we've got 2 minutes or so before I have to cut this, and then we're at half an hour. I mean, that feels fairly arbitrary at this point in time anyway now, frankly. But this has been a disaster. I actually can't believe we're going to end on such a. This feels like a ridiculously sour note. And I've actually got I said at the. Wow, I'm at my wit's end at this point in time with what's going on here. All fun that I was having with this screen, and all I thought I'd have with this screen is completely evaporated. I can't make any small movements. I can't make any intricate adjustments. This has been the controller, the controls for some reason are just feel like they're playing up. Not that last one. The last one there was just clumsy on my part. I'm not blaming the fact that I dashed vertically upwards into that parachute. I'm fairly certain that happened. But this section here is going horribly wrong, where I'm not hitting the spring. This is it. This is the last go. We've got until this is it. This is the last go. Last go until we cut, because this has been a disaster. This is an absolute disaster. I'm so gutted. I'm absolutely gutted that this screen's taken this long and I'm having this many problems with it. Absolute shocker. And I'm even in 2 minds as to whether or not to Wow, that was bad. I did in two minds as to whether to. I was saying hopefully the last part, but you know what? I don't even know whether I want to do like the extra bit right now. I think, funnily enough, this is probably going to be it. I don't think I want to do the. I don't think I want to even do the extra bit. This part. It will be this. It will be this screen, and I think we'll have another part of this. We will have another part of this Let's Play, I think, and it will be getting the secret, because oh my freaking god, I can't believe it. This has been a shocker, an absolute shocker. I am absolutely gutted with how this has gone. Absolutely mortified. Wow. Okay, blimey. Well, let's maybe not celebrate yet, because this could go wrong, but that only took 3 or 4 more goes after a cut. I'm generally not kidding. If someone wants to, if this doesn't go horribly wrong, if someone wants to, I'm not suggesting you do this for a minute, but I swear I'm telling the truth there. It might not seem like it after all my failures before, but oi. Yeah, but hopefully the death counter will be. Say, if you wanted to go through the rest of what the last few videos, count up number of deaths up to obviously the point where I cut, and then we'll see what the final death count will be. You'll see it'll only be about 2 or 3, possibly like 3 more than although only be 3 deaths that you didn't see. So yeah, oi. Anyway, we're done with that. We made it over to the electrical circuit. So we'll bang into that, we'll fling into the bird, we'll fling into Madeline, we'll fling into the bird, Madeline again, bird, Madeline, up into the feather, we'll go vertically up, hopefully we can manage that, and then dash into Madeline, say goodbye to her for me. Right, now I'm going to pause there, because this, I'm going to leave the extra for next part, I'm going to leave this train wreck for this part. Oi, wow. But yeah, there would be, this would be the end of the chapter now, there would be a cutscene. I'm going to skip the cutscene, or I'm not going to show it to you now. We'll get the cutscene after I've cleared the. If I can manage it, because good grief, once if I can manage the secret thing. So yeah, we'll skip the cutscene for now, and we'll save that for later. But I did want to go this through the normal way first off, because I didn't want to see what the death counter would be. And my goodness me, it's going to be a lot more. I hope it's not going to be disaster still, but it's going to be a lot more than I would have liked to, because this screen has been an absolute shocker. Oi. Right, just how bad was that? Wow, that's I'd like to say all that shocking gameplay on that final screen was all for that. 888. Wow. By the way, the thing didn't start off at 0 because I obviously didn't play this all in one go. So I'd obviously got to a checkpoint. You know, that was it for a video. I closed the game down. I certainly didn't do this all in one sitting, so that's why the death counter there sort of started off at 800 and something. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, wow. Okay, does that make it all worthwhile getting a death count of that? 888 exactly. Wow. Okay. Wonderful. Considerably better than the almost 3,000 obviously that was on my first go, but obviously to be expected. I know, and I'd like to think I know what I'm doing, but wow, that was an absolute train wreck. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to leave that there. I'm going to leave it sort of open-ended, funnily enough, so as to whether that's the end actually, because I've obviously wanted to do this, obviously wanted to get this secret. If the secret goes by incredibly well, then who knows, I might tag this on the end of this video, but I suspect not, based on that showing. So, I would imagine there's one more part to come. Oy.